Happy Father's Day, Dad. We're out here trying to do a top 10 list of things that we love about you.
To celebrate Father's Day, we've decided to make you a video.
Top 10 all-time best dad features.
This is exciting because we've never done this for a parent before.
Number 10. He is the volleyball sensei.
I just want to express my appreciation for all the volleyball knowledge I have now. I understand the mechanics of how one plays volleyball and the maneuvers that you do to do that, and in theory, I could play volleyball, and I might actually be good at it if I had a body that was to any degree athletic.
Always loved when we went on field trips to DC and we'd drive over the bridge and I'd be like, there's where my dad plays volleyball every Saturday.
Also, a big part of the volleyball sensei was teaching the art of trash talk, which is about 90% of my game when I play volleyball.
His volleyball mentoring is rivaled only by the infamous Coach Green. We'll just leave it there.
Number 9, he dodged park rangers to find fossils.
Dad, you have left a permanent mark on my criminality record. It's all thanks to you that I got started on my life of crime. I used to be innocent. I used to be law-abiding. And then you taught me that no trespassing signs are more of suggestions than hard rules.
You're a straight rebel, Dad. You don't even give a crap about the law.
It was great to go down to the beaches and the cliffs and look for remains of ancient creatures.
And just, telling us things about geology randomly as we're driving or taking hikes.
While I am not one to have enough patience to actually look for a shark's tooth, I liked to watch you guys look for the shark's tooth. Although if I'm being honest, the best kind of fossil hunting I like is looking through your old photos, you dinosaur.
Number 8, enjoys a good prank. Sometimes I think he enjoys it too much.
But yeah, Blake, I remember him tormenting Blake in particular. The masks, I guess?
Obviously, the best being the Darth Maul mask.
I think the Darth Maul mask is probably all-time best. Three Stooges mask is maybe even funnier, because that's not even a scary mask, it's just suddenly your dad, flanked by two strange plastic men, looming over you as it's time to wake up and go to school.
As we go on, we remember all the times we had together.
Sticking tissues up Blake's nose, having the ice drip of water.
He's passing on that love to his grandkids through the form of YouTube videos and general slapstick comedy.
One time, Dad, he asked me a very simple question. Do you want to touch the electric fence right outside of Dave and Audrey's house? I said, no, Dad. And he said, do you want to? Do you want to touch it? And I said, I don't know. Do I want to? He said, do you want to touch it? He kept on asking me over and over again. And eventually, I did. And I got shocked.
Not me. I don't really remember any really funny things happening to me in particular. I guess because Dad loved me more. Alright, number 7. PhD in limited nuclear warfare. Definitely my favorite kind of nuclear warfare, all things considered.
Thank you for only committing one war crime.
But I saw a doctor and thought that previously Dad was a medical doctor, and I would remember going to him, asking him different medical related questions. Being like, hey Dad, what do you think about this rash? And then he'd be like, I don't know, ask your mother. And I'd be like, he can't waste his time on me. He's put his medical profession in his past.
He saved the world from Y2K. The year 2000 rolled around and the world didn't end because of Glen Johnson. Thanks, Dad.
Number 6, loves a bargain. Every time he comes back from China, he'll have his knockoff name brand items that he has haggled with in the Chinese markets. Anytime Blake and I wanted pizza, he'd say, okay, as long as you can find a deal. He haggled with the Jamaican tourist trap people until we found Cheap Charlie. Absolute hidden gem. Showed us all the best places in Jamaica, all because Dad knows how to make a bargain.
And every single Saturday, first Saturday of the month for years, Dad and I would go out, search for treasures at the flea market at a bargain rate.
But no, we have gotten some very enjoyable eBay finds over the years.
Who can forget the tub of scissors?
It's surprisingly useful to have a tiny pair of scissors.
And now, our
Morgan
feature
intermission.
presentation.
Glen is cool.
Number 5. Dad is the greatest scouter to have ever lived. Save it be Lord Baden-Powell.
District commissioner, big man, going to the scout meetings, wearing his scout shirt, being the bald eagle of honor.
You know, having Dad there for this like important part of our childhood is we're like learning these things and having these experiences and maybe doing things we shouldn't do with fire and learning discipline and survival skills and cooking, and just appreciate that you know, he wanted to be involved with us, and so he got involved and we did a lot of fun things together.
And he was awesome because he knew that I loved to go camping, and I was always jealous that the scouts got to do fun stuff and the girls didn't. So he just took me with him, which was really awesome that he did that. He treated me the same as the boys, and he knew what I liked and was willing to help me come along too. He included me always, and I really appreciated that.
All right, number 4. Gives great advice. What more is there to say? The advice, it's good.
I was talking to Dad and I was telling him about how I can't see myself anywhere in the future. I just really am so lost right now. I don't know where I should go, what I can do. I don't know what I'm doing. And I can't see any light at the end of the tunnel. And Dad told me that I should just look for the light that's right in front of me and just walk towards that. And just keep finding the little light that's right in front of me and walk as far as I can see. And that has really been something incredibly comforting to me lately. And anytime I get stressed out or nervous about where I see myself in the future, I just start walking towards the little light that I can see. Always fighting my demons, as we know.
I rely on your advice constantly. I need help knowing how to make it in the world of business, how to negotiate, how to ask for a raise, and these are just recent things. But at any big turning point in my life, I can count on you, Dad, to get me in the direction that you need to go.
I think definitely the most impactful advice he ever gave me was the advice to try to see if engineering would be a good fit for me in college. That really changed my life. Seeing how he believed in me and then seeing how I was able to challenge myself and do something really hard and get through that, I think that permanently affected the way I view myself. And I would not have done it without Dad's encouragement and advice. So he gets direct credit for a lot of who I ended up being.
Number 3. Dad has many tools. He once said to me, and I quote, "The man who has the most tools when he dies wins."
As we know, he who dies with the most tools wins.
I believe that my father will win.
My favorite memory of working in the wood shop was when he helped me build Pinewood Derby cars, including the infamous butt car that was supposed to be an arrow, but the feathers got just a little bit buttish at the end.
Not only having the right tools, but teaching us how to use the right tools. Like, I know how to socket wrench now. I can change a tire. I remember all the various school projects that I had to have Dad's help with because we had a wood shop, and wood shops are very convenient for constructing various scientific apparatuses. And, of course, we can't forget the 6th grade science fair, which I was able to get 3rd place in because We were able to use a belt sander and to make nose cones, and then an air compressor to launch things off into, I don't know, 50 feet up. That's fun. We should show Elliot those rockets sometime. I think that would be a good time for everybody.
And let's just say if you need a leaf sucker repaired, our dad's no sucker and he won't leaf that alone.
Beachy Dade Beach Dad is an American hero.
When the sunglasses come on and the shorts come on and the shirt comes off, that's time for Beach Dad.
Like, honestly, I think the beach strips are just like such a huge part of the hedonistic, like, joy of being a Johnson.
He taught us to ride the waves, how to catch the sand crabs, how to identify the clams, do all this stuff. And I kind of took it for granted for a while. I thought that like everybody knew how to go to the beach properly. But then I married into the Blood family and they didn't know how to boogie board or how to find clams and sand crabs. I was like, wow, I have a wealth of beach knowledge thanks to my dad.
There's one time where Blake and I were like, Blake was probably 6, I was 8, sometime around then, but someone screamed, "Shark! Shark in the water!" And I remember Dad picked Blake and I up, one under each arm like we were suitcases, and he outran a shark in the ocean. Can you believe that man's speed and agility to beat a shark in its natural element? Man of speed, man of grace, man of God, man of beach.
And number one, he loves us so much, and it's just really apparent that that's the case, and it's great that he is our parent. And I get to love
It's very apparent that he just loves and supports us. When he was here visiting just a week or so ago, he pulled me aside and said something about like, I just love spending time with you guys, even if it's just going into Walmart and Lowe's maskless for the first time. It's just fun to do that with my daughter. And that just made me feel special and appreciated.
It's just so powerful to always know that there's someone sitting in my corner who just loves me so unconditionally and is always rooting for me no matter what.
It's really inspiring to see someone who's so important in the world, who the country is depending on, but really what keeps him going, what keeps him motivated, we know, is his family.
You gave me sage words of advice, and you helped me grow closer to the Lord because of your example as a righteous man and a righteous priesthood holder. And I'm really thankful that God decided to send me to you, a righteous man, to help me and lead me and guide me here in mortality.
And as is customary, I would like to give my siblings a chance to say if they love you more than I love you.
I don't know.
Dang, I'll have to think about that.
No, Dad.
Looks like I'm the best son. 2 years in a row, baby. Happy Father's Day 2021.